To Wrestling Senior Night. This evening, the McAlester Athletics Department would like to take time to honor our seniors. As we begin tonight's ceremony for the bus, we would like to say how proud this group of seniors has made our school and our community. As they enter the mat this evening, Coach Singleton will present each senior athlete with a commemorative gold buffalo coin that symbolizes their commitment, determination, and perseverance that embodies the spirit of the buffalo. Our first senior is Kenneth Carter. Kenneth is the son of Kenny Carter and Angie Askew. He has wrestled for 4 years. He is a 2-time state qualifier and placed 3rd at the state tournament. He was also the team captain for this year's district championship wrestling team. And guttering business. Mr. Kenneth Carter. Our next senior is Cam Hutchison. Cam is the son of Brian and Linda Hutchison. He's participated in wrestling for all 4 years. He ran track for 2 years. He is the president of the Native American Club and a member of the National Honor Society. He's a 2-time state qualifier and a state runner-up. He is also the team captain for this district's championship wrestling team. High school are at attend University of Oklahoma and major in aerospace engineering. Mr. Cam Hutchison. Our next senior is Stephen Gregg. Stephen is the son of Chad and Ashley Gregg. He has participated in wrestling for 2 years, football and powerlifting for 3, 1 year on soccer, and 4 years on the track team. He is a student representative for the Title IX Parent Committee, the Vice President of Indian Education, a member of the National Honor Society, the Oklahoma Council of Indian Education, and the Native American Challenge Bowl Committee. His awards include the Student for Tennis Honor Roll, first place in the Oklahoma Council for Indian Ed Challenge Bowl in 2021. He placed 3rd in 2023. He's a Newcomer of the Year wrestler. He's regional champion in powerlifting in 2022, a state runner-up in football in 2022 and 2023. He is also a team captain for the wrestling district championship team. His plans are to obtain a bachelor's in business, start his own business, and pursue a career as a firefighter. Mr. Stephen Gregg. Our next senior is Maddie Lynch. Maddie is the daughter of Angela and David Lynch. She is a 3-year member of the wrestling team, a 3-year member of the track team, and 1-year member of the powerlifting. She is also involved in FCCLA and the Student Athlete Leadership Team. She's a recipient of the Girls Wrestling Buffalo Way Award and the Principal's Honor Roll. She plans to attend college at ECU and major in elementary education. Miss Maddie Lynch. Next is McKenna Manning. McKenna is the daughter of Charlie and Rudy Sims and Ryan Manning. She has wrestled all 4 years of high school. She has participated in student council, prom committee, and yearbook staff. Her awards include the Trailblazer Award and the most wins in wrestling. She plans to wrestle in college and obtain a degree in radiology. Miss McKenna Manning. Next, we have senior Julie Munoz. She is the daughter of Mario and Veronica Munoz. She is a 4-year member of the wrestling team and a 4-year member of student council. She is planning to attend UCO and study psychology. Ms. Julie Munoz. Next is Sherry Necessary. Sherry is the daughter of Will and Jennifer Necessary. She has been a manager for the wrestling team for 3 years. She is planning to attend college and study physical therapy. Ms. Sherry Necessary. Our final senior is Riley Phillips. She is a daughter of Jason Knoll and Tammy John. She is a member of the wrestling team, cross-country team, softball, track, and powerlifting teams, and is also involved in jiu-jitsu. Her other school activities are FFA, YAB, and FCA. She was awarded the Wrestling Newcomer of the Year and is planning to attend college and become an X-ray technician. Ms. Riley Phillips. Seniors, may all that you have learned and experienced with you, and good luck in your future endeavors. And remember, once a Buffalo, always a Buffalo. Let's give these seniors a big round of applause. It's a hard work. Dedication. Thank you.
Welcome to McAlester, Oklahoma. We're about to have our wrestling coverage here on senior night. Let us go down to the floor right now as we do have our national anthem currently being played. All right, so we're just about ready to go here in McAlester, Oklahoma. This is Brandon Green, joined alongside by Josh Cunningham here today, as we are going to be covering senior night for McAlester Wrestling as they are set to do battle with the Hilldale Hornets. So the lineup right now, we already had senior night. You might have already watched it. If you didn't, just go back a little bit and you'll be able to find all the senior night festivities there. It was pretty nicely set up here, and we are just about ready to go here in our, again, duel between McAlester and Hilldale. McAlester currently 11-0, going to state duels for the first time in a long time for the McAlester Wrestling program, 35 years. And Hilldale, they're currently 2-6, trying to get some momentum behind their program here. But again, I'm joined alongside someone who knows a lot more about this than I do, so he's going to be chiming in throughout the night. Josh Cunningham.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. So looks like we're going to start it off here early, as our first wrestler, it looks to be that's
Edwin Navahar, but I think this might just be an exhibition match.
So we might be having some exhibitions here early.
Yes, sir.
Just getting started here. And we'll see if we can see who's wrestling as we make our way throughout the night.
I'll have on the old glasses so I can't see very well from here.
But, of course, being able to provide a lot more crucial context than me will be Coach Cunningham.
Oh, we got a takedown. We got 3 right off the bat here with the young gunner. Look at that. He's going to work control that wrist. Knowing our guys, we're probably going to look for a chicken wing in a bar here coming up.
And, yes, this is an exhibition. We're running with the 1 minutes right now. So just an exhibition here for McAlester.
I'm not for sure who this is from up here. There you go. Let him go. Cut him for 1. I got to get in good position here. Get back for another 3.
Just 5 seconds left in this first period.
Got to move your feet, young man. Oh, there you go.
So is this your first time ever on a broadcast, Coach?
It is. Funny story. A couple years ago, Coach Billy and I, when I was still the head coach, it was during the time of COVID, he and I did like our little, we both are big fanatic WWE fans, and we gave our little WWE presentation while Coach Rollins and Coach Kaufman coached against each other in the black and gold duel, and it was pretty fun, but obviously we didn't take it as serious, and obviously going to have to step up just a little bit this go around.
What do you think about the rivalry between Kenny and Coach Billy?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I hate to see it go to an end. We'll just have to find another kid and another coach.
Who says it has to end? Let's just bring Kenny back every year, and we'll just have him go up against Billy every year.
Well, the goal is, he's had a couple of colleges reach out to him. Couple of people were interested in him, smaller schools. I'm really – once the state tournament rolls around, I'll be interested to see who all reaches back out to him. But if he's in shape, comes back, he can continually whip Coach Billy for another 3-4 years.
Hey, I'm pretty surprised that Coach Billy can still do backflips right now.
He's an agile guy.
No joke.
He'll surprise you every now and then. He's got some athleticism.
As again, I believe we're here in the exhibition. We have 1:08 left to go in this second period. McAlester, whoever is wrestling for McAlester right now, is leading 3-1.
This is Jose Gonzalez right now, and Cooper Leatherman, I believe.
Okay, that's where it is, because Coach Billy did mention down there that we would be having an exhibition. They're running with the exhibitions first. So this is, Canizales right here for McAlester. Like you said, Cooper Leatherman for Hilldale. This is out of the 144 weight class. So getting the exhibitions done here early is McAlester before we get to the full-on duel.
Jose's not doing a bad job. He's got pretty good position. He's moved his feet a little bit more. He's up 3-1. Needs to get underneath that guy's head just a little bit. Oh, he's got the arm drag right there. Let it go. Heavy hand fighting. Got to have a little heavy hand fighting right now.
We had a takedown from Canizales, and we had An escape there by Leatherman, and that's where we're at a 3-1.
You got to set that shot up just a little bit better, but he is in good position. He's going through out the back door. He's going to step over that ankle, and we're going to swim back towards the head. Oh, there it is. 3 points. Good,
Right at the buzzer, yeah.
I like to see that.
So, Coach, based on your experience in the wrestling program, you talked about how McAlester has kind of gotten to the point where they are. It's a little bit of a process, isn't it?
It is. It is stability. You know, when I was head coach here, there was a lot of young guys, and, you know, we worked and all that. But Coach Billy was an assistant with me, as Coach Rollins was. Actually, Nathan down there was one of my wrestlers. And Coach Billy just sticking it out the last couple of years and just consistent, and hard work is really what's turned it around. He's done a great job. Got a really good staff. Kids buy in and believe in everything that he does, and it shows this year.
And it's pretty cool to be able to see a moment like what we saw, just now 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, over at District Duels.
Oh, yeah,
Pictures speak 1,000 words.
That was great. That was a great night. I was very happy. You know, we're all personal friends outside of work, and you love to see your friends shine. But for me, it was very special because Coach Billy bleeds black and gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wanted this job for so long. He believes in McAlester Buffalo Wrestling, believes in these kids, and it shows every single day.
Yeah, and I know that Grove has been one of those teams that have just gotten in their way time and time again over the past few years. So to be able to get past the Ridge Runners.
They were, from the day one, you know, Coach Billy, he's not much of a manifester, but he started talking to the kids about it, you know, about believing in something and going after something and speaking it into existence. And every day in the wrestling room, that's what you hear. Hey, we're going to beat Grove. We're going to beat Grove. And when it came down to it, they beat Grove.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the kids have really bought into the program and everything that there is to offer for it.
We got 40 seconds left here in this exhibition. Canizales still with the 6-2 advantage here in the third period.
Heavy heads, heavy on the head right there, young man. Good job. He might get him another 3 before it's over. Step over, buddy. There you go. Blood time.
We got a little bit of blood time. We're going to take our first commercial break here as we're in our exhibition match here between Canizales and Leatherman of Hilldale. We will take a little bit of a break and be back. You're listening to and watching McAlester Wrestling here on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel.
K-Bar Crane Service in McAlester would like to wish the best of luck to all the teams today. At K-Bar Crane Service, we do excavation and grading. We build ponds and parking lots, residential, commercial, or industrial. K-Bar is the number to call at 918-423-9041. And online, it's K-Bar at kbarcompany.com. We're located at 4989 South US Highway 69 in McAlester. For a free quote, call 918-423-9041. Canadian Valley Broadband for all your telecommunications needs. From wireline to wireless, you can trust in Canadian Valley Broadband. For more information and to get connected, call Canadian Valley Broadband at 918-334-3700. Canadian Valley Broadband.
Welcome back to senior night here for McAlester Wrestling as we are going up against Hilldale here tonight for the McAlester wrestling team as we are looking at our sponsors here for our broadcast, and we'd like to thank all of y'all for putting us on the air for tonight, our tri-duels that we had last Thursday, and also for the area high school basketball game of the week. We have K-Bar Crane Service, Canadian Valley Broadband, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, J&J Automotive, First Bank Kiowa, WE Offered Propane, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, also the Bank and A, McAlester Marble and Granite, Mendoza's Restaurant, Big John's Auto Repair, Stipe Law Firm, and Daylight Till Dark Processing, LLC. Thank you guys for putting us on the air. Here in this exhibition match, we have, I believe that was Canizales. He is leading Leatherman of Hilldale in a 9-3 with 16.5 left in the third period.
He is going back out with a little bit of blood time. We got 16.5. He's up by 6 points. We can't run, but we also can't walk into him. Leatherman's going to be looking for a big move here in just a second to end it.
So, again, this is Brandon Green alongside Josh Cunningham, who's going to be providing some commentary throughout the night as we have, again, I believe, is this the final? This should be the final home duel that we have for McAlester Wrestling before they get ready for February. Well, it is February now, but getting ready for all the state festivities that we're going to be having a little bit later on this month.
We got a busy rest of this week. We got a busy next week. Junior high states this week. Not for sure who's going to that one for the team. The next week is dual state. I hadn't had a chance. I'm kind of slacking for a guy that's going to be on the all-state selection committee this year. I'm kind of slacking because I don't even know what the brackets are quite yet, but we suspect that we're probably going to have Elgin.
What do you think about that matchup so far? Have you seen anything about Elgin this year?
So Elgin was pretty good. At one point, Chickasha's kind of the team to beat now, and Elgin was state champions last year, but we battled them at Carl Albert here a couple weeks ago, and I think we just got better matchups. But once you get to the state tournament, every match is about like that Grove match.
All right. That's it for the exhibition. Looks like Canizales will win that exhibition, 9-3. And we'll see if they run out with any more exhibitions before we get really rolling here.
I think we're about ready to go. I see young Edwin Navahar getting ready to go here. Looks like his opponent is, it's a forfeit. I think we're about to receive a forfeit. I don't know if we are the odds or even, so I'm not for sure who's got to show. Oh, here we go.
So for those that are new to wrestling, maybe watching it on McAlester Radio's YouTube channel for the first time, what is going on right now?
So this is, it doesn't look like much, but it's the coin toss, and it's for odds or even. And all that means is if whoever, when you're the odd or the even match, you have to show first. And what that means is like a lot of, like Kenny Carter down there, people will be the odds. And when Kenny shows up, if he's the first person to show, they just bump up the next guy. They try to dodge him. And it's just a little strategy. A lot of people don't know this about wrestling, but special duels, there's some strategy involved in the lineup and the placement.
So as you go throughout, and then we have the entire kind of weigh-in sheet right here. How is it decided who gets to wrestle and who has to cheer on the rest of their wrestlers?
I'm just going to kind of look at it like it looks like Edwin's probably going to get one. Case Thompson's going to have to wrestle a guy. Tanner Barlow will wrestle a guy. Now, when we get to right here at about 126, you have a Lee Moore or get Miggy Anderson. It just kind of depends on that one. Like you would keep Lee here and then bump up Miggy, but then that'll bump up some of the other guys to an extra weight. So we should, in theory, not have a forfeit.
Okay.
Which we, right off, now they're showing 1, 2, 3, they're showing 4 forfeits right off the bat. But they might bump somebody around because at 144 they've waited 2 guys. And so they might throw one of them cats up.
And our first forfeit will be for Navahar.
And he's a really good kid. I hate not getting to watch him wrestle. We went to Kansas City here a couple weeks ago, and just the growth, got to watch that kid. Like you see his whole mentality change in that week.
And he put on a show in front of the home crowd here in the Tri-Duels back on Thursday. And here's our first match here. It looks like Case Thompson from McAlester against, I want to say that's Titan Bowden.
I believe that's true.
That's in the 113 weight class.
He's not from McAlester, so we're going to spend a lot of time.
I'm sure a lot of Hilldale fans love that.
Yeah, sure they will. I'm from Fort Gibbs, so they may not like me too much. Case Thompson, man, this is a good kid to watch. He's I enjoy watching him. He never gets rushed. He never gets down. As you can see right now, he's very patient. He's working that Russian 2-on-1. I'd like to see him go back to that. He's got a good setup out of that.
Well, it shows up on the scoreboard that last one, even though it was an exhibition, they're counting it on the team total here with 6 points. But
I think I don't think that's
might be a
accurate.
mistake.
That was a mistake. I need my boy Case over here to collect that ankle right there. Use your own. Oh, he's got him in the big T. He's collecting a barbed wire right there. Let it go. Heading aside. Once again, you're going to see a lot of chicken wings. He came up. He got 3. For those who know that changed the rules last year, so takedown used to be 2, and they've now changed it to 3.
Right.
And it's really changed the game a little bit. It's more on par now with international wrestling because of that change.
3 more there.
There you go. So it makes it a little bit more exciting, a little bit faster. And a lot of people don't want to spend as much time on the ground anymore since you get those 3 points.
Is that part of the strategy as well?
It is a little bit. Like right now, he might get his back points right there. And they changed the rules on back points this year. You can score 4. And if he gets hurt, calls timeout, you can get up to 5. So you get 3 takedowns at 6 points. You get 4. That's 11. But
and there's 3 more for Thompson.
15 is a tag. You got to beat him by 15.
Right.
Like I got 15. But he's aggressively, slowly pounding on this kid. This is what I like to see right here. That's why I like him. He's a young kid. I believe he's a freshman. So we got a couple more years of watching him.
Thompson up right now 10-1 in our final seconds of the first period. He's just owning this first period.
He wanted to count.
Yep.
So now we're going to defer probably to Hilldale, and hopefully we did defer indeed to him. So Hilldale has the option top, bottom, neutral. They put us down. I don't know if I would have gone that route when you're down 10-1, because my boy here is probably going to get a quick stand-up, because you only have an X amount of time you can ride their hips, and then
Right.
you have to cut them no matter what.
And
So,
quick stand-up,
he's either got to release him now. He's good position. Boom. Oh, there you go. Now he's
There
in
it
good
is.
position.
Yep.
So there's 1 point. So we got to knock out a quick. Well, actually, we have to knock out quick 5 to make it 16-1. But with Coach Billy's strategy, I bet he takes him down about 3 more times in this period.
Trying to end it early.
He does.
And Thompson up 11-1. I know you guys can see on the top right part of your screen here. Thompson up 11-1 on, I believe that's Bowden from Hilldale.
A little bit better setup on that shot, but that was a good shot. Reshot right here, young man. Good drag out.
Yep.
He's about to get him with 3. Separate. There you go. Got him back around.
If there is more, there are 3 more there for Thompson.
But we're in good position. We're on top. We've got control of the hips. I mean, he's done all the work. So, I mean, in theory, he could coast out and he'd be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to see that.
No.
There it is. Right there. He's going to give him the old cut. As predicted. He's probably going to go in for another quick 3 here in just a second.
Trying for the tech fall.
We got 45 seconds. If we hit it 17-2, that's tech.
And 40 seconds to do it.
Boom.
Yep,
Fire
there it
it.
is.
Right there it is. He's going to hold him, give his back
Here's your 3.
points. They won't call it until he gets out of that position, but they are counting for back points right now.
This won't make it to a third period.
Yep. And it is game over,
there it is.
Johnny. There we go, baby.
All right, so Buffalo's up here early on Hilldale. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be right back here on McAlester Radio's coverage of McAlester Wrestling.
Now we celebrate.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. From now until the end of January, we are celebrating 10 years of serving and being a part of your community. We'll be running some of our biggest sales and service specials ever, so if you need a vehicle for the family, a truck for your business, or some economical transportation, we have it for you. So come make it happen at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula at our 10-year anniversary sale.
Welcome back to our coverage here at McAlester Wrestling on McAlester Radio's YouTube channel. As currently McAlester, I believe with an early 11-0 team lead is what they have us as.
Good job, Tanner.
As Tanner Barlow now wrestling up against Andrew Furstenberg, I believe, out of the 120 weight class.
I just like to clarify that this handwriting that we're reading is not ours. It is a little short coach over there. Won't say his name.
Well,
but Tanner Barlow, man, I loved watching this kid wrestle. He's really come a long way. Every week he just picks it up. When we were in the Grove match here the other night, he's really kind of the one that solidified. We were chiseling away with 3 points, chiseling away. He came in and said nay and stuck his guy, and it's really what catapulted him just a little bit.
Well, you can say Coach Billy, because if he didn't make it as a coach, I think he'd be a good doctor with the penmanship, right?
He might be. He's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah.
Working with that underhook. What are we going to do here?
And they have McAlester up 11-0 currently up on the scoreboard. We're first period here between Barlow and Furstenberg.
We got Tanner. He's moving this kid a little bit. I'd like to see him beat on his head just a little bit, move his feet. He's going to work for that pass by. No luck. But he's going to stay hard on that head. Oh, good. Good high C. Swim to the hips. They might call. Oh, no.
Oh.
They got him. Oh. Got a little action out of it. Knee slide, buddy. They might call stalemate here in this.
Last 30 seconds here at the first.
He's working. Tanner is working on this. Just
Got to hold that right ankle.
no points are scored right here, but there's enough movement that he may not call stalemate. Nope, he's counting. He may give it stalemate here in a second. Oh. Baby. Get around, baby.
Final 3 seconds here.
Ooh, that's bad. There you go.
The buzzer.
That's a lot of work. A lot of people don't know. There didn't look like a whole lot of action going on, but that's a lot of work. Like I tell people, you're given a gas tank and you take shots, and that'll eat the gas away quickly.
I was about to say, you know this. I mean, just how conditioned do you have to be able to be a wrestler to go for 6 minutes at most in any given match here?
Oh, it's terrible. You got to work very hard to get it. I would tell you right now, as a former football player and everything else, that there is nothing quite like wrestling. The only thing that I think is remotely comparable to it's swimming. Swimming is pretty awful too.
I remember when I was over in high school watching all the wrestlers just walk around the hallways just spitting into bottles just trying to make weight,
In a sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Hating their life. Well, like you tell them, a hungry dog's a mean dog. That's what you want. But no, you watch some of the heavyweight matches later, and those big guys are out there just big grizzly bear, and it look like they're not even doing anything. And I guarantee you half the people here, including myself, would probably have a mini heart attack.
Listen, I played dodgeball with the high schoolers a couple of years ago. Coach Singleton led us, and I was like, I can do this, no problem. Just kind of moving around a little bit. I was already out of gas there. I couldn't imagine what this is like.
So Tanner he took bottom, and the second
Okay.
we got us a reversal for 2. And hopefully we get some back points out of that deal.
Our first point's coming here with about 58 seconds left in the second period. Barlow on top.
So we're up by 2 with the reversal. Now let's see what we can do out of it. He's sucking back. And get those underhooks when they're on their butt, and you just kind of suck them back, try to dig that chin in. That's a very overutilized big boy move right there.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see little guys use it.
So Barlow in a pretty good position right here. Not where he wants to be.
You don't want to be up on the head, but hey, he made it work for him.
He's closer to pin. There it is.
So it always feels safe when you're hanging on the head, but you're actually in a bad position. You always want to be in control of those hips.
See, Coach Cunningham's going to be coaching all of us here with our coverage of McAlester Wrestling. As there's a pin for Mr. Tanner Barlow over again Furstenberg from Hilldale. As that's now a 17-0 lead here for the McAlester Buffaloes in their duel against Hilldale. And according to Coach Billy, it looks like we have that would be
Lee Moore coming
up. Lee Moore against, I believe that's Gary Fox out of the 126 weight class.
Lee Moore, hope I don't jinx him. He's a top-rated kid. He was state qualifier last year. Hey, when he is on, he is on. He's an entertaining dude to watch. He's got light feet, and he is quick. Back to the arm drag right there. That's.
And you're talking about he's doing all the quickness, yeah.
There's 3. So Lee is a shooter. He does try to work for good points, and he'll wear his guy down, but eventually, here in a second, you'll see if he can't get him turned, he'll let him back, and he'll just take him right back down and keep doing the same. He's not what I like to call a avid pinner, but he will beat you down.
Right. As you mentioned earlier, just showing off the quickness there, getting around his guy.
Yep. So he's got his old legs in that leg turk. He's looking for a guillotine. We love that old guillotine out of that move right there. Hopefully he won't call it, but he's going to have to do something, or they're going to start either calling stalling on him or go back to a stalemate, which they probably won't call stalemate.
An early 3-0 lead here from Moore as McAlester.
Oh, they did call stalemate. There you go.
There's your stalemate.
Got to see some action. That's all they want to see is a little bit of action. So if Lee won't break him down, he's probably going to cut him loose again. He's working that. Oh. He's working that 2-on-1, going to. Oh. Hilldale kid is working for a switch right now, back in that leg turk.
It's Moore against Gary Fox from Hilldale is what we got here.
Okay.
15 seconds left here in the first.
So I believe, well, I'm going to be wrong again, just wait, but I believe it's our choice, this one. And it is.
And based on the official looking over to Coach Billy.
It is ours. We pick down. Now remember, you got 3 options. You got the referee's position, the down position, the up position, or you can go back to neutral.
Now, would that change based on just your theory or based on each wrestler that you?
No, I'm just explaining what it is. Like,
right,
you know,
but if you wanted to choose which one you'd rather be, Which position?
Well, here's the deal. If I'm up by 3, I'm probably going to defer to the other team.
Gotcha.
But if I'm down by 3, I'm going down 1 because I'm either going to get 1 or I'm going to get 2. But as you can see right here, my man got a reverse.
To go 5-0.
Yes, sir. And he almost got got him on his back. And we're back in the leg turk, working the guillotine. Oh, he might land it this time, and he did. Now we want to swim that hand. That's the danger right there.
Moore's been controlling this, but now he's in trouble.
That happens more than you want. That's why you always want to avoid putting yourself in bad position. I'm not a big.
Oh, good job by Moore.
That's why that guillotine is not necessarily my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can do it and you can land it, it looks good. People like it. We all get excited by it, but I don't like to put myself in bad position.
That made McAlester Faithful sweat there a little bit there for Moore.
Absolutely. It made Coach Cunningham sweat just a little bit.
Moore, though, up 8-4 here in this match. Now make it 8-6.
8-6. There, we're still in good position. We're probably going to ride out this period, I would think. I doubt this guy calls stalemate again. Hopefully I'm wrong once again. If we do, we'll probably do exactly what we did last go-around. But I bet we're going to go ahead and ride this on out for 20 seconds into the third period. And it should be Hilldale's choice. If I'm Hilldale, ask me what I would do.
What would you do?
I would put him down. Because we've already seen that he can take us down at will.
Right. They're going to...
And he's probably going to stand up on us. So our best option is for me to get up and get away.
Okay, so after 2, we have Moore leading 8-6 over Fox from Hilldale. Here on McAlester Senior Night. As we begin period number 3. And you said you would not have done that.
And I wouldn't have done that because right now we're still in good position, and he didn't do a very good job of turning lead last go-round. So his best bet would be to either come up and get 1 or get that reverse, at least make it 8-8. But maybe this kid's got some little trick I don't know about.
I feel like we got Bob Stoops talking about football on the broadcast in terms of wrestling here with Coach Cunningham to our left. We were blessed today on the broadcast.
I'm definitely not Bob Stoops. But like Bob says, if you don't like it, fix it.
That's right.
I can promise you nowhere in life has anybody ever compared me to Bob Stoops.
Well, you're welcome. I'm always glad to be able to hype up people a little bit.
Oh, man.
Coach Cunningham doesn't need the hype, though.
So we're up 8-2. So unless he catches that far side cradle that he looks like he's working for, no back points are given. So he's got 1 minute. So if as a coach, I'm telling him cut this kid because right now he's got an opportunity. Yep.
There's a reversal for Moore.
10-6. We can coast on out at this point.
47 seconds left here in the match.
So if this was, we're up 17-0. We already know we got forfeits on it. Definitely not guaranteeing a win. But if this was like the Grove or some of those other duels, you're going to have to get the bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked about team scoring before?
I've not talked about team scoring.
So,
if you want to get into it.
If you go 1-7 is a minor, and that is 3 team points. From 1-8 to 1-14 is a major, and you get 4 points. A tech is 5 points, and a pin is 6 points. So a tech and a pin is really what you're looking for. And those, when you hear talking about bonus points, that's what you're looking for.
You were mentioning forfeits earlier. It looks like McAllister's about to get another one here, maybe from Hugo Reyes. Or for Hugo Reyes, rather.
There you go, buddy. That's a good tilt right there. Good wing tilt. You got a 3 count.
Yep. Up quickly, 13-6 here for Moore. Again, he was dangerously close to being pinned back in period 2.
He was.
9 seconds, though. Looks like, as you mentioned, Coach, you can kind of coast this one out, or?
Yeah, he's probably going to get 3 team points out of this deal, so it should be about 20-0.
And there's the win for Moore. 13-6 over Fox from Hilldale. We will take another 30-second break and be right back here on our coverage of McAlester Wrestling Senior Night against Hilldale on McAlester Radio's YouTube channel. J&J Automotive works on diesel and gas-powered vehicles, big or small. They offer general and diagnostic automotive services, but that's not all. There's electrical repair, engine and transmission replacement, module replacement, and reprogramming. Foreign and domestic vehicles are welcome. Ask about our nationwide warranty and roadside assistance. First responders and all military receive 10% off. Come see Jeremy, Sabrina, and the guys at J&J Automotive in Krebs. We push them in, and we drive them out. Check us out on Google and Facebook.
Oh, they gave him a forfeit of one, but he's still going to wrestle another one.
So welcome back to the action here. As you're just hearing Coach Cunningham speak here as we have Cam Hutchison. He ended up getting a forfeit in the 132 class, but he's still wrestling in the 138 class. And I'm not sure if this is up against Aiden Ford or David Grandstaff for Hilldale, but either way, we do have Cam Hutchison now wrestling for the McAlester Buffaloes. Currently, McAlester up 26-0 on Hilldale.
And no matter what happens this match, this is a exhibition match.
They rolling with the 1 minute, or at least the 1 minute here in the first period.
I'm glad Cam got to wrestle somebody on a senior night.
And it is senior night here for McAlester. Had all the festivities earlier. If you missed it, maybe you're a family member of one of these seniors, you can go back to the 10-minute mark of the video, and you're going to be able to see all the festivities there, announced by Mary Martin.
It was in tight on a single leg, swim up. He's going to have to let that leg go, mount the hips.
3 points for Hutchison.
Boom, there you go. Leg Turk. We're some leg Turking fools. Wants to reach out just a little bit. He's going to stop counting, get his back points. Now Cam's going to have to let that go and reload. There you go. But it is an exhibition match. You're going 1 minute period.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I'm really glad to see that.
They did give us points, though, on the previous exhibition that we had earlier. So I know it says 26. We'll take it. But
All day long. All day long.
Is our first match of the night there was an exhibition match with Jose Canizales and Cooper Leatherman. But again, this is Cam Hutchison up against, again, I can't tell if it's Aiden Ford or David Grandstaff, but one of the wrestlers there from Hilldale. Obviously, if you're a Hilldale fan, you know who is the wrestler here. We got it close enough there for you on the video screen.
There we go.
Period 2 with 2 minutes, 1:40 left to go in the second period.
Spladle. That's how he's trying to go out and figuring out the old spladle. If you've never been caught in one of those, you're a lucky individual.
Blessed to say I've never been caught in one of those.
It will make you evaluate your life. Good. So we got 4 back points on that one. Cam's going to have to turn him one more time. And
quickly up 14-0.
Yep. Cam, he's a multiple state qualifier place. He was a state runner-up a couple years ago. Although he's looking back to getting the win column back to Big House in the oncoming weeks.
Now, I don't want to say anything wrong, but who is the wrestler from McAlester that just recently had their 100th win?
That would be him. That would be Cam.
Yeah.
I think Kenny's
right behind him.
He is.
I was speaking with him earlier. I think he says he's at either 97 or 98, but he's really close to 100.
He is. I think he wants to hit it at dual state. So, unless he pins him right here, it's going to be game over with the tech.
22 seconds.
Well, we're probably going to get the pin here in a second.
Close. Oh.
There it
There's
is.
4 anyways. Quick word there for Hutchison. McAlester, they take a 26-0 advantage, and we'll take another 30-second break and be right back here on McAlester Radio's coverage of McAlester Wrestling.
Hello, this is Calvin Carroll, branch manager at First Bank Kiowa. We've been serving Oklahoma since 1901, over a century of excellence in financial services. We offer great rates on loans and CDs, and we're tops in technology as well. Online banking, bill pay, mobile app, and mobile check deposit anytime. And here's wishing our area basketball teams the best of luck from First Bank Kiowa, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the MAC here. Brandon Green along with Josh Cunningham as we are covering McAlester Wrestling here on McAlester Radio's YouTube channel. It's now Silas McCraw wrestling once again either Aiden Ford or David Grandstaff of Hilldale in the 138 weight class. Just getting started 30 seconds into the first period.
He took a shot, kind of a bad shot without setup, and it kind of put him in a bad position. But he's been fighting. He's been battling his way back.
So a quick 3-0 lead for the wrestler from Hilldale.
Got to fight that, Silas. He's still not in bad position right here as long as he can fight it. But as soon as he gets rolled, that's bad. That's a bad deal.
I think you can even hear
There you
Coach
go.
Billy say fight it. He's echoing what you're saying up here.
I haven't really seen much of Silas this year. He's
We got to get a little bit of action in the tri-duels on Thursday, I believe. I don't know if I can't remember if he wrestled against Tahlequah or Muskogee. I want to say it was Tahlequah.
well, I do like seeing these young kids getting some of this tough action, these duels now. Just get some battle tested for next year.
Especially when you're looking at a duel where you're already up 26-0 and you do know you have a couple more forfeits on the way.
Yep.
So that gives you the ability to be able to get these guys some varsity time here.
That's what it's about. If you can do that, like when we had those duels during districts and the ability to, give a couple forfeits and still get a big win and give your wrestlers a little time to rest for the big duel, that's kind of impressive, to be honest with you.
Right. And it lets these, I guess you'd say younger wrestlers or maybe people that don't get to, get as much of the spotlight during the district duels as you mentioned. It gets them the chance to be able to have that trial by fire a little bit, and you get to see some of the.
They do. They have a very active schedule too. They're every weekend. They're all over the place. That's how we got to know some of them, because I'll drive a bus, go coach them somewhere. They had junior high going one way, girls going one way. They're scattered to the four winds of the earth.
Coach Cunningham, what is all just involved in your job title? What do you not do?
I try to do my job.
Now he's broadcaster too, so.
Hey, like I said earlier, I just want to be hireable and employable.
Well, I think you're having a good tryout for McAlester Radio if you ever need you down the line right now.
Well, I appreciate that. I was going to try and work on being a better assistant principal right now.
Yeah, we'll pay you in free food.
Deal. There it is. Silas got him right
Nice,
there.
Silas.
That's a shift right there. That's what you like about it. You see how patient he was the whole time? He's never been in a rush. Even from the get-go, got in a bad position, worked his way out, never panicked. That's now he's up 4-3. That's what you want to see. You want to see your kids do that. Like, you don't like to see them get, I'm behind by 3 points, and they start rushing, and they just put themselves in bad position.
You get, like I said, impatient. You get a mistake, and then your opposition takes advantage of it.
It's truly quicksand. Like, you'll make one mistake, which just leads to another mistake. But you just stay like veterans. That's what they do. Like, they might be up or they might be down by a couple points, and they just relax, and next thing you know, boom, they're right back into something else. If you ever watch Penn State, they're notorious for that. OSU's kind of getting to be that way. A lot of good like I said, when you've wrestled the very best, and they just don't panic.
Right. Right now, McCraw with a 4-3 lead over his opposition from Hilldale. 13 seconds left here in period number 2. It's been a solid second period here for McCraw.
Good. He rode the elevator down back to that single leg.
And we will head to the third. For those that are watching right now, if you are interested in to hear about how district duels went and also the road ahead for McAlester Wrestling, we will be having Coach Kaufman, Coach Billy. They're going to be on KNED tomorrow morning at 8:30. Also going to be on this YouTube channel. And last time they were on, it was very entertaining. So, again, we encourage you to stop on by once again tomorrow, 8:30. That'll be on KNED and the McAlester Radio YouTube channel.
Just make sure you get a nice cold
peach vibe Celsius. Whatever, yeah.
Doesn't matter what flavor, get you a Celsius. Ice cold.
He is begging for that sponsorship.
He definitely wants that sponsorship.
90 seconds left here in the match.
Speaking of sponsorship, I want to get a big shout out to Miss Lisa Padzak, all the way from Wilburton, Oklahoma.
She's tuning in?
She's a coach down there, yeah. The baby girl Nana's down there coaching it up tonight. Good job, young man. Did you see that? That's some tough stuff right there. Back in for a shot.
He's heating up here.
Oh, good hit. Gave him a little hip bump right there. That's a tough one.
Quick lead there for Hilldale, 6-5.
That's all right. Like I said, he's shown a lot of patience. Got 51 seconds. Anything can happen.
Coming down to the wire here, 51.2 seconds left in the third period. Here for Silas McCraw against his opposition from Hilldale.
That little move right there is a good example why football and wrestling go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
He popped him with his hips and got him back on his back. We're going to have to get our feet up underneath this here. Hand fight that. There it is. We got 30 seconds of explosiveness coming up. Boom.
Oh. No. No. It's close.
Hit it. That was a good hustle by that young man. That's a tough angle to work.
Right.
But he did work.
Yeah, both teams trying to tell their wrestler to hold on for 5 more seconds.
So we're up 26-0, even though my young man, Mr. Silas, down there did not pull off the dub. He only gave up 3 points in a duel. That's almost as good as a win.
All right, we'll take another 30 seconds and be right back with our action here. McAlester Wrestling coverage on McAlester Radio's YouTube channel.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
But it's been a trip to watch Kel Livingston wrestle the last couple of weeks as he just keeps improving every single time he touches the mat.
Yes, sir. There's Josh Cunningham with Brandon Green bringing you our coverage of McAlester Wrestling here on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Buffalo's up 26-3 here on senior night. As now wrestling for McAlester, as Coach Cunningham just mentioned, it is, Kel Livingston. Again, he's wrestling in the 138 weight class here.
Like I said, Kel was the one that at districts last week, we kept chiseling against Grove. We're chiseling, knocking out 3 points, and we had a really pretty good lead with just 3 points. But at any point, the winds could have shifted.
Mm-hmm.
And my dude walked out there and got the first stick of the night in that duel, and it really helped.
Ooh, hey.
That lateral drop, baby. He said, game over, Johnny. When you get chest to chest here to solidify this pin. You got good mount, good side.
Yell's close.
That's a 7-point move right there.
Still. And Kel quickly up 10-1.
He should be counting again, right? There you go, buddy.
Better get 4 more here.
He is. Well, he gave him 2, which I don't see how that's possible since he's been on his back the whole time. And a little known fact, if you bridge on your back, you are pinned. But he did give him 4.
There's 4.
Needs to go back and do it one more time.
Yeah, Kel could finish this in the first period.
Hopefully he does. Had to go with Palm this past week for the national championship out there in Orlando, and we got back in at 2 this morning, and I am dog tired right now.
I was about to say, would you rather be at Disney World right now or in that young man from Hilldale's position?
Probably better put me back on a plane to Orlando right now.
So it looks like we're going to head to the second here, 14-1.
Good call.
So did you go on any rides while you were at Disney World?
I did. I did go on a few of them.
Any favorite rides? Or
Tron. Tron was a big one.
Tron, okay.
I actually got to go on it before somebody jumped into the track. So that was kind of impressive. Yes, you heard me right. Somebody jumped onto the track? Absolutely.
How does that even happen in Tron? I know that's an indoor roller coaster.
It is an on-door roller coaster. Hey, man, watch TikTok. They'll tell you what happened.
It's on TikTok?
Yeah.
Well, there's the win there for Kale.
There you go. Good job, Kale.
Quick work for Livingston. Now
But
we're all interested about who jumped on the track on Sharon.
check it out on TikTok because I can't help you. But I will tell you, I enjoyed that ride, and I got to. Our girls, they were fantastic. They are some competitors. It was, like I said, obviously dancing is not my background. I do not look like a dancer by any means,
Hey,
but those girls are really good.
Can we maybe one day see that?
Not anytime
Not any chance.
This is Jordan. This is.
By the way, that puts up McAlester 31-3 over Hilldale here as we begin the next match.
That's Anthony Noble. Anthony Noble is who this is.
Anthony Noble, he's wrestling out of the 144 weight class.
He is pretty tough, too. He is a little tank.
He put on a heck of a show on Thursday, the last time that we were able to put this on the YouTube stream.
Yeah, well, he's got a brother, his big brother, his little big brother, Anthony, is pretty impressive to watch, too. He is smooth like butter, but this young man is right there behind him.
Already Noble up 6-1, and we're just 45 seconds into the first. I just hear like his skill set was, I've been told from, again, Derek Hatchett's got to watch some duels so far this year, and I've also heard it from Coach Singleton. This guy's skill repertoire is insane is what I've heard.
Yes, he is impressive. Like I said, he and his brother are pretty sharp to watch.
And 6-2 here. Yeah, his brother Jordan Noble, correct?
Yes, Jordan was. In fact, I'm pretty sure Jordan was undefeated in those duels the other night.
I could be mixing them up. I just remember the last name Noble and just thinking about how well they performed.
It happens all the time, buddy. Don't fret. But when we went to Kansas here a couple weeks was the national tournament, they both shined up in that battle.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And you have some of the best over there.
There's some good ones. That is definitely a top-tier tournament. Have to be invited to it. You just don't get to.
Woo!
Not just like other tournaments. Ooh, the good fireman. It's not just like other tournaments where you pay your entry fee. You have to be invited to this
Right.
one. The only ones that are a little bit better than that, hopefully we'll make it to, are the Ironman or the Super 32.
Where are those located?
Oh, gosh, where is the Super? I think the Super 32 is in Pennsylvania somewhere. New Jersey or Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a couple of them. But they are. If you place in the top 8 there, you're probably going to be wrestling for Division I school.
Anthony Noble currently leading here, 9-2. Yeah, I can't tell that this isn't Cooper Leatherman. This has to be Michael Bronson wrestling for Hilldale. So Bronson up against Noble.
Shake him out a little bit. This is a kind of a tight position to fight out of right here.
It's been smooth sailing so far for McAlester Wrestling tonight here on senior night. McAlester undefeated. Last time I checked, they were ranked 6th. The new rankings came out here. I don't know if they climbed up at all.
Yeah, I don't always agree with those rankings. You know, we had some returning top-tier wrestlers from the previous year, and we didn't even break the top 10, and we've been working our way back up. I still think we're a top 5 team.
Well, that's the thing. They put Grove at number 5 despite McAlester Wrestling beating Grove in the district duels.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of some of those. I mean, like I said, I've been in the game as a head coach for about 20 years, and there is some, good old boy stuff to it, and it kind of helps out at at dual state play seating and all that. But I mean, I know I'm a little biased. I am a little biased, but we probably should have been a top 5 team all year long.
Well, they're showing it so far.
Because we, right out the gate, were beating. I mean, earlier in the season, we were beating top-ranked teams. I mean, we're just not battling scrubs off the streets. We're going after brand-name people.
And based on the scores, it hasn't really been close.
Grove was really the closest one we had. Oh, good adjustment.
And if we're having a score update here, Noble leading 14-3.
Oh, he got 2 back points. Was that 16-3? Need 2 more points.
Noble leading 14-3. That is over, I believe, Michael Bronson from Hilldale.
Well, some of these kids are wrestling tonight. They look like they got something to do. They're putting in that work tonight.
Cashing a check is what I like to call it.
Trying to get home, get that homework done. Good head and side pressure. Once again, we are all about that chicken wing.
Been a popular move tonight.
That is what we live and die off of. Every team usually has that trademark move, and we are some chicken wing and baseball, or farmers have, you want to call it. We run them.
So we're still trying to get that sponsorship, this time KFC.
How about Charlie's Chicken?
Charlie's
I'll
Chicken.
keep it local, Charlie's Chicken.
Yeah, Charlie's Chicken. I like that too. Obviously, I like Charlie's Chicken. Come on.
I'm a big Charlie's Chicken fan.
Charlie's Chicken.
Shout out Charlie's Chicken.
Yeah.
Love them gizzards.
Proud supporter of McAlester Radio too. Home of the original chicken chunk.
There you go. The ribs pretty good too.
Them really, anything you really want from Charlie's can't go wrong. They're not sponsoring this broadcast. We just like Charlie's. 90 seconds left here in the third period. Again, Anthony Noble from McAlester leading 16-3.
There you go. Use that underhook. Get around. It's game over, baby. No. Pop his head. Pop his head. I don't just use it. There you go. And he's going to use an arm drag, get around. And that's game over, baby.
Anthony Noble with the victory. McAlester going up 36-3 over Hilldale.
This is what I like about him and his brother. Like, even when they win, lose, draw, whatever, they just same emotions all the time. Like, that is some veteran stuff right there.
It's also ice-cold killer stuff.
It is.
I mean.
Oh, I beat you? Oh. Okay. Well, that's what I was supposed to do. That was my job.
Right. I like that.
I'll tell you what I wasn't supposed to do is lose, and I didn't.
I believe this is Stephen Gregg now up for McAlester.
That is Stephen Gregg right there. He's a senior. He's a good kid. Comes from two good parents. The kid works hard. You love to see him. Honestly, I wish this kid would have wrestled his whole life because the sky's the limit for him. He is kind of cool to watch.
Got to cover him in football a little bit. Again, obviously, great kid. And a tough one, too.
He is. He's a strong kid, too.
And also, Greg, he's wrestling out of the 150 weight class against Carter Mitchell from Hilldale. Again, McAlester leading 36-3 here.
Oh, I think they're going to. No, they did not get it. Look at that. Look at that scrappy young man. Yeah, that's the thing about wrestling. You got to wrestle forever to know body position, get your hips, work them like a gyroscope. And this kid just kind of picks it up. Like he's just naturally born with it.
So how much wrestling is conditioning and how much is teaching technique when you're going into practice each day?
I mean, from my perspective, and it's the same as these guys right here, everything you do is wrestling. It has to be wrestling based. You know, I'll dispute it with anybody. Like, you don't run a lot of 40s in wrestling. But if you want to be in wrestling shape, you have to wrestle. So any kind of drill, any kind of technique always has to be wrestling based. Like, you're going to spend some time drilling little simple things like double legs, single legs, like they're there. Some of the other little nuances you got to kind of work on, and you dedicate your time. Good reshot by him. Oh, we got caught in that throw. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to wrestle. And that's tough. That's a tough thing to do.
And Greg just got pinned.
He gave him all he wanted. I hate that for him on senior night, but it's wrestling is a grind. It is. That is the most cliche thing you can hear, but it is every day you show up and you got to go fight your buddy, and then turn around and get back to do it all over again.
Hilldale's first pin of the night makes it 36-9. McAlester leading, still with a comfortable lead. As now, I believe that is Colton Swango. I hope I'm saying his last name right.
Kenny.
That's Kenny? Kenny wrestling from McAlester.
That's Kenny.
Kenneth Carter. I saw the drop-down arrow. I thought that Swango might be wrestling from McAlester at this point.
I think Swango's up next.
But Kenneth Carter wrestling in the 165 weight class.
And Kenneth Carter, he is the #1 kid in the state right now. When he beat that kid at Grove pretty handily, previously the weekend before at the Carl Albert tournament, that kid was the #1 kid in the state, and Kenny was hovering around possibly 4 or 5, and then when he showed up and said daddy's home, he solidified himself.
He's pulled him back with his leg back in towards the middle circle.
Kenny is
he's a rag doll.
Hey, he is a hungry dude. He's been pulling weight, trying to get down through the right weight class, and he is a hungry dog indeed. And like I said, hungry dogs are mean dogs.
He doesn't get to wrestle much either, does he?
They dodge him. Well, good Lord, I'm afraid of him too. He might hurt me. Hey, listen, I don't like telling this story, and especially don't like it where it's recorded. early in the season, we were just kind of messing around. He got on top of me, and, old man ego, like, I'm not going to let this guy hurt me. He cranked on my neck, and I heard it pop like popcorn. I about teared up. My wife was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I got beat up by a kid today. But he's quite impressive.
He's currently up 6-1.
He will definitely make it to the big house.
Yeah, there's the pin.
How he ends is in his hands, but he's going to do big things. Great kid, great worker.
As he's closing in on 100 wins.
He is.
Got a little bit closer there. Again, he told me that he has either 97 or 98, so that's either 98 or 99 right there.
I believe the goal is to make it to dual state and solidify it there.
So that with the pin, McAlester, I believe, second pin of the night, puts McAlester at 42-9. Here's a win by forfeit. Who's that for?
That is not Swaydev. That is Deacon Smith. Then I got my boy Aaron Hall coming up here next.
So Aaron Hall for McAlester. I think he's going to win by forfeit, too. I don't see anyone in the 190 weight class for Hilldale.
Then we got Ryan Skinner coming up next.
Well, no, there is someone strapping up.
What do we got here? Oh.
No, there it is. Yeah, by forfeit there for Aaron Hall. So quickly, McAlester, with a couple of forfeits, they improve to 54-9 over Hilldale. They're going to improve to 12-0. Their record on the year now, it looks like.
When it sent a sigh out. So now we got Ryan Skinner. Ryan Skinner, he's fun for me to watch. I like going in there and working out with him. He's a good kid. He's got all the potential in the world. He's a junior this year.
It's Ryan Skinner against Caden Silence from Hilldale. Both wrestlers at 217. Wrestling out of the 215 weight class, it looks like. Quickly, 3-0 lead for Skinner. In 54-9, McAlester on top of Hilldale here on senior night.
He's got good hip pressure right there. He's going to wear him, grind him down. Oh, there it is. Oh. Hey, it's over, baby.
Quick work there for Ryan Skinner. It's another pin for the McAlester Buffaloes. They go up 60-9. Skinner gets that right arm raised up in the air.
Looks like our final match tonight. Big heavyweight. Carson Smith coming in hot.
This will be against Ben Winter of Hilldale. Out of the 285 weight class. 60-9. This is now, I think, at least the third straight duel that McAlester has put up 60+.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they've had a very, very impressive run this year.
We're all excited to see how it rolls coming into, next week, the week after for dual state.
I was a little nervous because they fought so hard to beat Grove. We got to beat Grove. We got to beat Grove. And then I think they're ready. They got there, and I thought, man, we just be happy to make dual state. Hey, I think they want to make a run. Like, they believe they got the opportunity to make a run.
And undefeated on the year, they're going to improve to 12-0 after tonight.
What's up, man? But they're working hard. This is what I was talking about. This right here. You see these heavyweight. This is heavyweight style. It's all different than everybody else.
Yes, sir.
Like, you've seen some quick movements, see some flashy things. We all like it. Like, call our parents, tell them, hey, I saw some flashiness tonight. And you see these big guys out here just pushing on each other. You're like, they're not really doing anything. Listen, that stuff right there is just as hard. They're bearing each other's
There's a lot of strength between the two that you're not really seeing, or you can't really see unless you're inside that circle there.
Yeah. We've been doing this for about 2 minutes now, and I myself have probably already had too many heart attacks.
I couldn't even.
Head in the hole, baby. Put your head in the hole. Put your head in the hole right there. Step over. Just pop him. Pop him. Pop his head. Pop his head. We got to be mean to him right now. You cannot be nice in wrestling. That is the problem. Like these kids, you cannot be nice. You've got to be violent whenever you do it.
25 seconds left here in the first. Still no score between Smith and Winter.
Well, the thing with these big guys, too, just like one big thing, and it's usually over.
So one of those things about being patient, too, you don't want to make one mistake that could set you off for the rest of the period or maybe even the whole match.
Big boy philosophy is also a lot different, little guys. You notice that they all came off the mat once they were in that down position. Like, I'm going to come back to my feet. Not old Jay Ham. Once I'm on the ground, I'm there, buddy. We will not make appearance back to our feet unless my coach made me.
You're Brandon Green along with Josh Cunningham. You're just now listening. First appearance here by Josh Cunningham. Hopefully for a future wrestling broadcast, we can have Coach Cunningham on the headset more often. I've been really enjoying this. I am telling you, the McAlester faithful, they have been treated tonight for sure. Not often you get to have a former coach on a broadcast.
You got to get a good base up underneath us right there. We can't just lay. And once again, easier said than done. I always tell people, you always critique these young men as they do them, but it is always easier said than done. I'm not picking on him, but he's got to have him a good base. He's got an opportunity to get his knees and feet back up underneath him, get back in that referee's position. If you're a jiu-jitsu person, they usually call it like the turtle.
Smith in trouble.
Yep. That's bad. Minute 15 is a long time to fight.
Right. That's a lot. Yeah.
If there's time, you can still fight. Come on, Bubba. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Get him on out.
No.
Good job, Carson.
So 2 out of Hilldale's 3 match wins tonight are by pin. Heard that we're going to be having one girl match, but we may not. Tallulah Arroyo was supposed to wrestle for McAlester. We'll see if that ends up happening.
I saw her wrestle with the girls earlier, so I don't know.
This might be it.
I don't think we're going to see that. I think we are at our peak right now.
All right, as we're having pleasantries be exchanged, 60-15 looks like McAlester wins here tonight over the Hilldale Hornets. They improved to 12-0 on the season, and they're just gearing on up more for state coming up in just a little while. But as we're about to wrap up the broadcast here, Coach Josh Cunningham, any final thoughts from tonight?
No, I think the team did a great job. They obviously worked hard. I thought they did a great job. You know, we just got to keep that momentum pushing on into next week, going into duels. I mean, they got something to prove and something to go take. So let's go do it.
Coach, thank you so much for stopping by on the broadcast. You made this exponentially better than what it could have been, I can guarantee you. But, again, we hope to have you on the broadcast down the line as well.
Right.
We'll continue to cover McAlester Wrestling. Hope you had fun.
I did. I absolutely did. I will definitely – I'll work on it. I'll practice it.
Hey, you were great. You were absolutely great, as I mentioned. So, again, that's Coach Cunningham. This is Brandon Green as we are wrapping up our broadcast here today of McAlester Wrestling Senior Night against Hilldale, brought to you by K-Bar Crane Service, Canadian Valley Broadband, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, J&J Automotive, First Bank Kiowa, WE Offer Propane, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, The Bank & A, McAlester Marble and Granite, Mendoza's Restaurant, Big John's Auto Repair, Stipe Law Firm, and Daylight Till Dark Processing, LLC. McAlester wins tonight 60-15 on senior night, and we will be having Coach Billy and Coach Coppin on Running With Her tomorrow at 8:30 on KNED and on this McAlester Radio YouTube channel. So we encourage you to stop on by and get all the ins and outs and all the details on McAlester Wrestling as they're coming up on the end of their season and what should be a pretty exciting February for McAlester Wrestling. So we'll play the rest of our sponsors that didn't get to get their love earlier on in this duel, and then we'll wrap it up here from the MAC. So until next time, again, we have McAlester basketball tomorrow as well here at the MAC. We encourage everyone to come on out and pack it out for McAlester against Will Rogers. But until then, guys, don't just have a great night. Have a Buffalo night, everybody.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Don't let heating and cooling issues break your heart this February. At Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, we know there's nothing worse than dealing with an uncomfortable home. Whether you're trying to stay warm on a chilly night or beat the heat on an unseasonably warm afternoon, our expert team is here to make sure your system is running perfectly. Show your HVAC system some love this month, and let us ensure you stay cozy, comfortable, and carefree all season long. We are licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When someone we love becomes a memory, that memory becomes a treasure. The new McAlester Marble and Granite Company understands this new journey that you are on and can help you navigate one portion of the grieving process. We specialize in custom memorial headstones that will become a lasting treasure of remembrance. Stop by 1339 East Carl Albert Parkway in McAlester. It would be our honor to serve you. Mendoza's Mexican Grill is now open. Tacos, burritos, and nachos galore. We also offer a large selection of lunch and dinner specials. Whether you're planning lunch and drinks with a friend or a family gathering, we've got you covered. Come see us today at 1329 East Carl Albert Parkway or call in your order to go at 918-423-5144. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Is your car bumping and grinding when it should be turning and burning rubber? Big John's Auto Repair is here to help. We offer winterizing, diagnostics, AC servicing, engine repair, and so much more. Same great service and friendly faces in a new location. Stop in today for all your car repair needs. Big John's Auto Repair, now located at 325 Northeast Electric in Krebs.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Daylight Till Dark Processing LLC is the place to be for your meat processing needs. USDA inspected processing. You can check in your deer 24/7 throughout the season, and we also offer custom processing. You can purchase fresh locally raised beef in our meat market. We are family owned and operated at 14469 South US Highway 69 in Kiowa. Open Monday through Friday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call 539-635-0070 for more details.